Speaker, Edo State House of Assembly Right Honorable Blessing Agbebaku don tok say the 8th Assembly don make better progress since dem inaugurate dem for the House. Honorable Blessing tok dis one wen e do tok with tori pipo for Edo State House of Assembly Legislative Lodge for Benin City. Honorable Blessing come tok say before dem inaugurate dem as the 8th Assembly, the 7th Assembly don already give the contract to contractors to renovate the Legislative Lodge. Na im make dem after 1 month for the House carry waka go see wetin the contractors dey do and say the contractors dey side sake of say before November ending, members of the House of Assembly suppose don move enter their different apartment. E come tok say dem don make arrangement for the cars for each of the House members as dem order the cars from abroad and say the delay na sake of the increase of dollar rate, but say the governor dey on top the matter. Say before November ending, every member of the House of Assembly go get in car.
4 months down the line for the 8th Assembly, we have made a significant progress. First of all, let me speak about the accommodation of the House. When we came in, even before we came in, the contract has been awarded to contractors to see how they can renovate and put up a very conducive atmosphere for the members to harbor. The first, I think, upon my investigation, the first tranche of mobilization was given to the contractors to commence the job. And I think after 1 month in office, we came here for investigation. Work was going on then, until now the work is still going on. The contractors, they are on site, they are working. I think just last week here, the second tranche of the mobilization has been given to the contractors, and the work is going on. I think most of the news body, they came here this morning and came for all the spot assessments, and they've also found out that work is going on. We have more than almost 30 blocks in this estate. Let me use that word, estates. These jobs are being given to about 4 contractors. The job we are giving to 4 contractors because we want to hasten up the job, and the job is going on very well. Before the end of November, members would have moved into their various apartments because the governor has mobilized for the second tranche of the job. Then in terms of the cars, when we came into the house, the arrangements for cars were made. The cars were not sourced here. The cars were sourced across the sea. So you need like 3 weeks from the cars to come in here. Then secondly, at that time they sourced for the car, the price of the car were where they are. But now, because of the increase of exchange rate now, the cars they've gone up. So the governor has to now see how he can juggle and also get the difference of the dollar increment to pay for the cars. I think some of the cars, they are already on ground, and with the congestion of the seaports, the clearance of the cars is also a part of the problem. As I'm talking to you now, about 14 of the vehicles, they are in the premises of the government house. Next week or in 2 weeks' time, all the members must have gotten their cars. And let me also let people know that we are not so bothered about ourselves. We came here to represent our various constituency, and we must lay emphasis on our people. It's not all about ourselves. The cars, they are not our problem. If our people are comfortable, it means we are comfortable. The personal interest should not come in now. And the governor is not just dealing with only the house alone. He has spread his tentacles to make sure all departments and parastatals and other areas of governance in the states are also taken care of with the limited resources. So ours should not be priority because we are here to represent our people. We should bear and make sure our people well-being comes first. I can tell you that before now till November ending, all the houses and the cars will be available for us to carry on with the activities of the state.
The speaker constantly talks to the 8th Assembly they work well with the executive to bring ogbonge development come Edo State, sake of say the governor they pay workers as at when due and even pensioners they happy. A constantly talk say no governor for Edo don't try for infrastructure like Governor Obaseki, sake of say the governor they take advantage of the better road network wey dey for Edo, and say in don't tell the governor make it dey showcase in work so that people for Edo and outside Edo go they see the better work when they do. And that now why then set up other committees where Natasha Osawari be the head and other political parties to go do check on behalf of the house to see if the project where the governor say in they do not true. And say the committee report say the governor don't do all the projects when he talk say in don't do.
The House of Assembly today, the 8th Assembly, we are working in harmony with the executive. We don't have any problem with the governor. The governor is trying his best. And let me also commend the governor that the first thing first is to make sure the workers of the state, they get their salary as at when due. That's the first thing. Wages is very, very, very paramount. And I also commend him that the pensioners, they are also happy that they get their salary as at when due. Then thirdly, gratuities for those who are retired long ago is being sorted out batch by batch. That is the governor's priority before all other things. Because if you don't pay workers, I don't think they can put in their best, which is very, very paramount in the affairs of the governor. I will commend him that he has done well. Then in terms of infrastructure, in terms of development, I don't think that there's any governor that has done well more than Governor Obaseki. Because even though I'm a homeboy, I live in Benin. We drive around Benin. You know, we have seen so many adjoining roads, so many adjoining streets that has made traffic, you know, reduced in the major roads of Benin. You know, connection, and we know that Benin has a very good road network, and the governor is taking advantage of that to make sure all those roads they are being fixed to reduce traffic in the major roads. I want to commend him that he has done well. That is why, if you look at, because he's not a showman, he wants to adopt the style of the Western people. I asked him one day, I said, you don't advertise your project? He said, no, that the day he finishes the project and they start using it, the project has been commissioned. I said, no, it's not so in this part of the world where we are here in Nigeria. If you do any job for the people, you must showcase the job. So on that note, I told him, we will do our own. You must showcase your job. Let people know. We are the legislative organ of government. And the onus lies on us for us to also know that whether all the projects that the executive, they claim they have done, whether they're actually on ground. That is why the House now took it upon themselves to say an ad hoc committee will be set up to verify whether all these jobs they are on ground. And a 7-man ad hoc committee was set up, and it cut across the various parties in the House, where we have 2 APC members in that ad hoc committee. We have the Labour member in that committee, and chaired by Honorable Natasha Osawari. And I will not hide to say that I will make sure those in charge of that committee. Honorable Natasha Osawari is the chairman of that committee. Honorable Mosiwo is the vice chairman of that committee. Honorable Atu, who is an APC member, is a member of that committee. Honorable Gani Akokia, who is also an APC member, is a member of that committee. Honorable Jonathan Ibamawo is also a member of that committee. Honorable Edosa, the only Labour Party in the House, is also part of that committee. So that they won't think maybe there will be a kind of an arrangement to want to hype the governor. That was why we brought in all the parties, you know. And when they went to these various sites where the governor had all these projects, they were impressed. You will see the APC member who is part of this other committee, even the Labour, they commended Governor Obaseki perfectly well. So the governor has done perfectly well. So I can tell you today that the House has no problem with the governor. We are happy with the governor. The governor is doing well, and we are all behind him to make sure he finishes well. Because the happiness of the people, which we represent, is very, very paramount in our hearts.
Make una not forget, say, as we see am, now so we dey talk am. We know they take blame. From Benin City, A. Carter, Ojesole, TMC TV News.